Hey guys, it's Mel'zan. So, when Shadowlands was first announced, I was very excited for it. I loved the idea of the covenants, of the zones. I thought it was cool. The zones looked great from what I had seen. And what they're doing to the classes, Special Enhancement Shaman, my class, was very exciting for me. It was much more like how I had wanted it to be. It was great. And the character customization was also a great thing to add to the game, because that's something the game had been lacking. And so yeah, I was really excited for it. And I had to wait a very long time for it to come out. And when it finally did come out, when it finally did release, I was not disappointed. It was great. I loved it. I loved the new zones. I loved the covenants. I thought it was a cool system. It was another way to differentiate your character from other people. Most people just chose the most optimal one, and I understand why. But for those of you that didn't, like me, because Necrolord is not most optimal for Enhancement Shaman, it was cool. It set me apart from other people, and I like that. And the character customization was great. Again, makes your character more unique to yourself. And yeah, I loved it. I had a great time with it. I liked the new dungeons. And yeah, so I enjoyed it quite a lot when it first came out. But then they never added any content to it, and I've just sort of stopped playing. I mean, it's been a long time since there was any content. Since it launched, they've added nothing, and the next major patch is still probably a couple months away because PTR just hit recently. So I just really haven't been playing much. When I made the video in 9.0.5, I made a video about the changes they were going to make to Enhancement Shaman and what it would mean to Enhancement Shaman Necrolords like me. And I really haven't even tested it out. I haven't really been playing much at all. And there are a couple other reasons for this. For me, a lot of the reason I got into this game is just irrelevant now. One of the main reasons I was interested in this game is the story and the lore and the universe. It's the general setting of it. I first heard about it through Hearthstone, and I loved it. I thought it was really cool looking. I liked the style of the universe. I hadn't seen a fantasy universe quite like it before, and that made me really want to get into the game. And then there was also the fact that it was an MMO, and I had never played an MMO before, and I had always thought it was a really cool concept, exploring the world, interacting with other players, seeing other players around. I never played a game like that. I thought that would be awesome. I thought that'd be really cool. And it's not really an MMO before. No, it's not really an MMO anymore. And the story and the setting is not what it used to be. It's not about the Alliance versus the Horde. The Alliance versus the Horde are buddies now. There's a whole bunch of cosmic stuff going on that just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They've retconned half of the old universe. And the power creep of the characters and stuff is ridiculous. Like, Titans are beings that are their bodies are made of planets. They are a living world. And so they can physically destroy worlds and stuff. And then the Eternal Ones in the Shadowlands are supposed to be on par with them as far as power level goes, which I didn't mind too much at first, until Anduin then kills the Archon. Does that mean Anduin is above Titans? Does that mean he has the power to destroy worlds and stuff because the jailer empowered his weapon, which is what he did to Arthas, who was not even a tiny fraction that powerful? And they made a big deal about how he made the helm and Frostmourne, and how that was one of the Runecarver's greatest creations or whatever. Now, I know the the Archon was surprised by Anduin's attack and stuff, so it might not be a fair fight, but still, as one example. And yeah, another thing, one of the main things that appeals about MMOs to me is exploring the world and going through it and progressing through it. And now Azeroth is completely irrelevant. All the old zones are completely irrelevant. And you spend almost no time in the world. It's not an MMO anymore. All the content is instanced. There's no reason to be in Azeroth or the Shadowlands for the most part, except maybe world quests and dailies, I guess. And leveling is completely meaningless. If you try really hard, you can get the max level in a couple days. Just a few hours of game time. And so yeah, I just haven't really been playing the game much anymore. I've lost a lot of interest in it. I feel the game has lost a lot of what made it unique and what made me want to play it. And so from here on out on my channel, I think I will mostly be making videos on Classic and TBC, which is coming out soon. Now, I was initially really excited for Classic for many of the reasons I was excited for Warcraft in general. It was that old story. It was that old universe about the conflict between the Alliance and the Horde and the Legion. And I loved the universe back then. I thought it was cooler than it is now. I like it. And it was also interesting for me because I never got to play it originally, because the game is actually older than I am. And I wanted to see what it was like back then. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. I leveled my warrior up to level 48. But eventually leveling was just so slow, and I was not very good at it. And warriors have a hard time leveling. I got my paladin, my human paladin, to level 33. And so I'm going to be picking up on my warrior. I'm going to be leveling him up to 60 hopefully before TBC. I might not get there in time, in which case I might get the boost, which I know everybody hates, but I tried to level him. So hopefully I'll get there in time. And it just, the old game has so much of what I feel the new game is missing. It actually is, at the very least, it resembles an MMO, unlike the current game, which just isn't even really, I mean, it's not even really like an MMO anymore. You actually get social interaction in the game. Some of it actually is in the world. The setting and the universe is much better than it is these days. And Black Temple was one of my favorite raids. I had done it in Time Walking, and it and Ulduar were my favorite raids in the game. So that'll be really cool. I never leveled my character up to 60 in Classic. And so I never got to do a Classic raid. I've never done an old raid. I'll probably never get to do the 40-man raid unless I join a private server. But still, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to TBC. Hopefully it's something I can actually get into. Hopefully meets my expectations. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it does feel like an MMO, unlike the current game, unlike retail. And so yeah, I will probably be making videos about TBC once it releases. I might not make anything between now and then. I might make some stuff on Classic, I guess, and I might play retail a little bit here and there. But for the most part, unless they turn it around with either the story or the gameplay, I'm probably going to be done for now, for the most part. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys when TBC launches. Hopefully that'll be pretty fun. If we want to go through the Dark Portal, that's going to be great. So, yeah, I'll see ya.